purse is like a black hole. I just need to find my aspirin. I'll be okay. Ah, here it is.
Hey, Michael.
Hey.
I thought we agreed.
Yeah.
Look, we're all a little on edge. Why don't we just go into the courtroom?
Mike, answer me. Why are you here?
This isn't some big conspiracy. Michael and I run into each other. I was upset. He was trying to help. I'm sure this must be very upsetting for you. Upsetting? Yes, it's upsetting coming back to the place where my daughter and boyfriend were killed.
I know how you feel about me, but I really am very sorry.
You already said that.
I didn't. I thought you might have forgotten because there was a lot going on when I said it before.
Oh, I remembered. And I didn't believe you then, and I don't believe you now.
I didn't cause that accident. And it's going to come out in the trial when I'm vindicated.
Good morning. Everything all right? We should get inside.
Michael, you coming?
Oh, yeah, in a minute.
There, but we'll do it when we're done here.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Colin Shepard presiding. Docket number 12536. The people of the state of New York versus Michael Corinthos Jr.
Seated.
This is a tragic but simple case. All you have to do is follow the logic. Now, there are three elements which must be proven: means, motive, and opportunity. The defendant, Michael Sonny Corinthos, is a very wealthy man. He's a very powerful man who has built an empire on violence and vendettas. These aren't courtroom theatrics. No. These are facts. Sonny's target on the evening of February 28th was his rival, Anthony Zaccara. Now, Sonny announced his intentions to murder Mr. Zaccara in front of witnesses. Sonny had a motive. The gun in question was recovered from his girlfriend's office, thus establishing the means. The final point of logic is opportunity. Sonny Corinthos has no alibi for the evening of February the 28th. The state will prove that he followed Mr. Zacara's car, shot out his tires, and caused the accident which took the lives of Cole Thornhart and his 3-year-old daughter, Hope. There was a third casualty that evening, Star Manning, who lost both her daughter and the love of her life.
The car keeps slipping, it's going to fall. And if second, you need to get there now. Please promise me.
I promise.
If you follow these points of logic, there's only one conclusion. Sonny Corinthos is guilty.
District Attorney and I do agree on one thing. That the accident that took the lives of Cole and Hope Thornhart is a profound tragedy. I'm a mother. My client is a father, and words cannot describe the sympathy that we have for Miss Manning and the magnitude of her loss. However, convicting an innocent man will not lessen Miss Manning's pain. Now, the district attorney just spoke to you about following simple logic. My client, the case against him is entirely circumstantial. It's all conjecture, no basis in fact. There is no proof that he was on the road the night of the accident. There is no proof that he shot out the tires of Anthony Zacara's car. There is no proof that he is responsible in any way for the accident that caused Miss Manning to lose her family. My client is innocent, and I intend to prove that to you and to the court. Thank you for listening.
Prosecution may call its first witness.
Prosecution calls Detective Dante Falconeri. Of February 28th, the same night that Anthony Zacchara's tires were shot out, you yourself were the target of another shooting, Detective?
Yes, I was.
Were you injured?
No. Sonny, my father, pushed me out of the way. He saved my life.
Was your father injured?
Yeah, he was shot in the left arm.
Did you try and get your father some medical attention?
Yes, I did. When I returned with the doctor, Sonny was gone.
Did you search for your father?
Yes, I did.
And where did you find your father, Detective?
At John Zacchara's penthouse, holding a gun in his hand.
He was armed with a 9mm semi-automatic. He was gonna kill me.
Did he tell you why?
Yeah, he thought I was the one who fired Dante in the garage.
I told Sonny that I was with Johnny most of the evening.
And were you able to convince your ex-husband of Mr. Zacchara's innocence?
Sonny came to believe that someone else was the shooter.
Who was that?
Johnny gave the impression that it was Anthony Zacchara, that he might have been responsible.
When Sonny left my apartment, he said that my grandfather, Anthony, had tried to kill Dante, and that he was gonna make him pay.
Mr. Corinthos barged into my house and announced that he was going to kill my husband, Anthony Zacchara. Not that I would have minded.
Could you clarify that last statement? You mean you wouldn't have minded if Mr. Corinthos murdered your husband?
Not really. But then I thought about Alice, our housekeeper, complaining about the mess, and my father lecturing me about bringing violence into the house, and my sister-in-law threatening to evict me. So in the end, I decided it was easier to request that Mr. Corinthos leave, which he did.
And I have to remind you, you are under oath. You need to tell us Sonny's exact words, if possible.
It was something to the effect of, finding you will be half the fun. Watching you die will be the other.
Your witness.
Ms. Davis, cross.
Thank you. Did you actually see Sonny shoot out Anthony Zacchara's tires on the night in question?
No, I did not.
No, I did not.
No, I did not.
No, I did not.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You step down. Call your next witness.
Prosecution calls Star Manning.
We had been living in Los Angeles, but we had to go back to Landview, Pennsylvania, the city where I grew up. Our plane was rerouted, and we had to drive the rest of the way. We rented a car.
And you were in that rental car when the accident occurred, correct?
Yes.
I know this will be difficult for you, but I need for you to tell us about those moments leading up to the accident.
Cole and I, we loved each other very, very much, and we had been apart for a while due to outside circumstances. We had only been together for a few weeks before...
It's okay. Please take your time.
We were very happy, and we were very excited for our future. Cole wanted to make things more solid for me and for Hope. And he asked me to marry him.
I know this is difficult.
This is not relevant. How come you're not objecting?
Because it's not going to do you any favors if I start bullying a teenage mother who's grieving. I'll object when
Cole
it's
was
necessary.
teasing
Just
me.
relax.
He said that I had to give him an answer, and that's when we heard the gunshots.
Are you sure about the noises you heard?
Yes, I'm positive. I've heard gunshots before.
Go on.
Everything happened so fast. Almost all at once. I saw the headlights. I was screaming. Cole tried to swerve, but...
Anthony Zakara's car. It forced you off the road, correct?
Yes. Yes.
What happened next?
Our car had gone through the guardrail. I was on the passenger side. It was the only door that worked. I got out, but... the car was slipping. The passenger side was hanging off the edge of the cliff.
What about Cole and Hope?
They were trapped. Cole's leg was broken, and Hope was still strapped in her car seat, and it was wedged, and I couldn't get their doors open.
What did you do then?
I ran over to the other car, and the older man was getting out.
Was this the man? The other driver?
Yes. That's him.
In this photograph, you are a witness just positively identified as Anthony Zakara. This will be entered into evidence. Please, go on, Miss Manning.
I begged Anthony to help me, but he said that he couldn't.
He refused to help you?
He said that he couldn't because someone was gunning for him.
And what was your reaction?
I screamed. I said, "You have to help me. You're the one that caused this accident."
What did Mr. Zakara say?
He said, "Don't blame me, kid. Blame the guy who shot out my tires. His name is Sonny Corinthos."
Objection, hearsay.
Proceed, Counselor.
One final question, Your Honor. What happened to Cole and your daughter?
I was passed out, but from what I was told, the car slid off the edge of the cliff with Cole and Hope inside of it, and it exploded with Cole and Hope inside, and they died.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Your Honor, one question. Miss Manning, I would just like to ask if you actually saw Sonny
No, I did not see Sonny Corinthos shoot out Anthony Zakara's tires, but that doesn't mean that he didn't do it.
But it doesn't mean that he did. No more questions, Your Honor.
You may step down, Miss Manning. Next witness.
Prosecution calls Michael Corinthos III. When you and your brother, Detective Falconeri, came upon the accident, you were out searching for your father, correct?
Yes.
Why did you think you'd find him on Highway 115? That's the quickest route to the airport, am I right? You believed your father was looking for Anthony Zakara, who was probably trying to get out of town, am I right?
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Overruled.
You and your brother both believed your father was gunning for Anthony Zakara that night, didn't you?
Sustained. Spare us the theatrics, Counselor.
Mr. Corinthos, do you believe your father, Sonny Corinthos, was pursuing Anthony Zakara on the evening of February the 28th?
Yes.
You're a witness.
Did you see your father at the scene of the accident?
No.
Did you see your father's car on the road at any time that night?
No.
Did you see your father at any time prior to the accident?
Yes.
Where?
He was at the hospital. He'd been in the emergency room to get stitches.
Would you say that he appeared emotional?
Yeah.
Angry?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Corinthos' son. He would certainly be able to identify if his father appeared angry or not.
Overruled. Continue, Miss Davis, but don't take too long getting there.
You said that your father appeared emotional. Do you know why?
Well, he just lost somebody close to him. Dr. Robin Scorpio had just died in a lab accident, and my father had known her since she was a teenager, so...
And when your father heard the news of Dr. Scorpio's death, how did he react? Was he outraged? Was he angry?
No. He was sad and quiet. He loved Robin a lot.
That's all, thank you.
You may step down. Counselor, call your next witness.
Ballistics tests confirm that this is the gun used to shoot out Anthony Zaccaro's tires, correct?
Yes, it is.
Where did you find this gun?
In Kate Howard's office at Crimson Magazine.
Let the record reflect that Kate Howard is Sonny Corinthos' current girlfriend. Who does the gun in question belong to?
We don't know. The serial number was filed off and the fingerprints were wiped clean.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Detective, how did you get access to Miss Howard's office?
I took the elevator to the 3rd floor in the Metrocourt Hotel.
This is a private elevator.
No, it's a public elevator.
Oh, so it's accessed by anyone in the lobby?
Yes.
Really? Did this elevator go straight to Miss Howard's office?
Well, it went to the reception area where there's a couple desks, and no one was there at the time.
So you took it upon yourself to go into Miss Howard's private office?
Well, the door was wide open, so yes, I walked in.
So if you can do that, anyone can do it.
Objection. Calls for conjecture.
Overruled.
Detective, did you see Sonny Corinthos leave the gun in Kate Howard's office?
No.
Isn't it possible that anyone then could have planted the gun in Kate Howard's office?
This is the part where she tries to point the finger at me. I'm sorry, could you restate
get out of here.
the question, please?
No problem. So it's possible that anyone could have planted the gun in Miss Howard's office, correct?
That's correct.
I have no further questions.
Detective Falconeri, you may step down. District Attorney Martinez, call your next witness.
Prosecution calls Kate Howard.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may be seated.
For the record, would you please state your name?
My name? My name is Connie Falconeri.